In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a hole in an object, a circle hole. I'm going to show you a few methods and you choose which is best for you. I'm going to use this cube here as my reference, and I'm just going to select the face on here, edit, cut. Then I'm going to go ahead and delete the rest of the cube, and I'm going to just paste the plane out here. As you can see, it's just a plane, that's all it is, and it is a square one, and I'll tell you a reason why I'm using a square one. And we'll just go ahead and set that up here, and we're going to select the cube here. This one is set to geodesic, and we'll scale it down, the number of the points. If you had seen any other tutorials before, any polygons that are square, when you subdivide it, will give you pretty much of a circle hole there. Control Z that. Now let's say the object is kind of irregular and the polygons are longer from side to side and shorter from top to bottom. So if I was to select the polygon, delete it, and subdivide it, of course the hole is going to be oblongs also. So just go ahead and Control Z that. So what we need to do is we're going to use this plane here as a reference, and we're going to go into the solid and edge here so I can see what I'm doing, and I might turn on transparency. Now I want to scale this plane down here approximately something similar to one of these polygons over here, or something in range would be fine. Something a little bit smaller, nothing too too big. Then I'm going to go over to the utilities. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the lay-on tool here. I'm going to select this lay-on. I'm going to select the plane, and I'm going to select over here. I may need to rotate this a little bit. So I'll rotate this around. And what the lay-on tool did, it was laid one polygon onto the other. And I'm going to use this polygon here as a reference, but I need to lock it so it's not selectable. As you can see, it laid it right onto the polygon to polygon. Alright, we're going to go ahead and select the sphere here, and I'm going to select the point mode. I'm going to select one of the points here. Let me go back into world mode here. I'm going to select this triangular, and I'm going to hold the shift key, and it's going to snap to it. And I'm going to do the other side here, and it's going to snap to it. And I don't want to select this one here. Let's go back out of S. I don't want it. I want to select these four corners. So I'll select here, and I'm going to select this one here. And sometimes this thing can jump around when you're holding the shift key to snap to it. If you have that problem, you can go ahead and use snap align. Select here and here. Then if I hide this one, you can see now I got a perfect square here. So if I select it and delete it and subdivide it, now if this plane was not flat to the next one and I tried snapping to it, this hole might be way out here somewhere to the, let me turn this a little bit, it might be somewhere out here because it was trying to snap to the plane. But since the plane was snapped to the other face, they pretty much, the hole was pretty much next to the sphere here without jumping out. We can adjust that if it kind of looks like it's sticking out a little bit too much, and just bring it in just a little bit if you want to. It's probably best to turn the subdivision down a little bit before you do that. And we'll turn on smooth here and take a look at that. That don't look too bad. And like I said, sometimes the more you subdivide or whatever you add on here could make this hole a little oblong. So let's go into step 2. Alright, we're going to go into step 2 here. We're going to go ahead and collapse this dynamic geometry. Get in the habit of doing that. And we're going to go ahead and select this here and turn on our edges so I can see what I'm doing. Now this time I'm going to go ahead and use utilities. I'm going to lay this on, say right here, and I'm going to validate it, and I'm going to go ahead and lock it. I'm going to go ahead and select a point here, grab this, hold the shift key, and sometimes you can see it'll snap around. If we must, we can go ahead and use the snap align. Let's try the shift key on this one. It's wanting to jump around, so we'll use snap align again. Select here and here. Select this point. Here and here. And let's abort that. I need to select the point first. Then we'll select snap align. Select the original one. New point here, validate it. Well, it's already validated, but anyway, we'll just go ahead and hide that one. And here's our new square reference here. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into the vertex modeling, and we're going to go to quad tessellation. We're going to select the point mode, and we're going to select the center of the quad tessellation here. As you can see here, and we're going to hit the backspace on the keyboard. So this is our new, it's going to be another new hole. So we'll just select the face here. I'm going to just hold the control key down and we'll just scale this in just a little bit more. And we'll subdivide it. As you can see there, it held its shape pretty good too. And we'll do the same with the other hole here. We'll just go ahead and close it. Select here. Hold the control key down. I'm clicking a few times here. Let's turn that up just quite a bit. And that's why you can make two holes. As you can see, this one over here looks like it's getting a slight bit oblong, but this one over here seems to hold the circle shape a little bit better. Alright, we're going to go into the next method. This one is kind of sunk in a little bit though, off-centered. As you can see here, that's not a real big problem. That can be fixed. Alright, we'll go on to the next method. Alright, we're going to try a different method here. I'm going to select a cube, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some tessellation to it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and loop the outer edges that's facing towards me, so I'll need to select a few corners and loop it again. Front view mode. Then we're going to go with the lines tool, then curve extraction. We're going to go ahead and hide the cube here. Now as you can see, this has 20 points, so I want to match the points up, so I'm going to go ahead and select the circle here, and we'll select out here. And this circle here has 20 points. So the outer deal here has 20 and the circle has 20. Alright, at this time I'm going to go to surface modeling and use the ruled surface. And we'll select here, here. Before I do that, as you can see, it got kind of funny there. Let me go to the side view. I need to bring this in close to the exact position as the square here. So this is the Z axis. As you can see, I'm pulling on the blue, and it's blue down here. And this is X, Y, and Z. So let's get the coordinates of this one. Copy that one. Select the circle, and we'll paste this here. So that should keep them in line. Go to front view mode. Then we'll go ahead and go with the ruled surface. Select here, here, and validate it. And we can adjust this here. Let's collapse the DG there. We'll just loop that here, and we'll just turn that so everything kind of looks a little bit uniform. That looks good. Now I'm going to go ahead and activate the cube here and turn off the other one. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and select all the faces of the cube, and I'm going to delete them. This is the open box. Activate the new one I made. Then we're going to go ahead and choose weld all. Even though that it welded them all, let's double check that. It didn't weld them at the point, so we'll need to go to the average weld. Validate that and double check that. And there it took a little bit. Yep, that worked. And now if I want to adjust this circle, we'll loop it. We can scale it. We can move it around side to side. As you can see, now I have a good circle inside the box. We'll just loop that, move this down here. And I can even scale a little bit. I'll just extrude it in just a little bit more. And I'll go ahead and set this to here, collapse this DG. Let's take a look. It's not activating. There it goes. I'm trying to deselect it over here and it wasn't working, but now it is. And that's how you can do another method. Let's bring that up so you can see it. And thank you very much.